So, and also he mentioned that about the rice mill in Igbere, which is the biggest rice mill in Bende. I want to state here, for your information, that rice mill is owned by my family. The rice mill that he just mentioned, that is in Igbere, that is the biggest rice mill in Bende, is owned by my family. So now, the school we are talking about, the nursery and primary school, is owned by me. We own the rice mill, we own the school, we have done road construction. The road that leads from his village to my village was constructed by my in-law. You know, so these are the things. So these are things that we have been doing already even before going into government.
Only cabinet member that gave him a 36-page roadmap to the achievement of Millennium Development Goals and international relations within 3 days after swearing me into office. A little wonder that during my time that the Millennium Development Goal, the MDGs, achieved one of the greatest. Abia State was ranked one of the greatest in Nigeria because we followed the roadmap that I drafted, and he wished that other cabinet members did so. I was also in charge of international relations, and guess what? I brought the highest number of investors, foreign investors, into Abia State. Don't ask me what happened to them, because my duty was to showcase the strength of Abia State to the global community. The duty of the cabinet, the executive cabinet, was to manage it and make sure that it trickled down to the common man in the street. So I made sure also, when I was a special advisor on local government and chieftaincy affairs, that there was no acrimony and there was no dispute. And those that were existing were resolved amicably. Boundary disputes were, the call of the day then, and we made sure we participated to make sure that at the end of the day, Abia State remained safe and all the autonomous communities work in harmony with one another. That was my, experience in the public sector. In the private sector, I can say I run successful businesses across the globe.
Thank you. Your time is up.
Thank you very much.
Right now to the candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Chima Anyaso. Tell us about your activities in the public and private sectors.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. I've never held any political appointment before. I've never been sacked from office before. I've never been dismissed from office before, like some people who are misleading the public. I've never had the opportunity to serve in the public sector. Like I said, the good thing is that I have never held any public office, so I will not be able to tell or say things that I have not done or mislead the public with figures that are not that cannot be verified.
Yeah, thank you very much. Before going there, I think I want to raise a rebuttal. I heard Chima refer to me in the manner that is against the rule, that somebody was fired from government. I wonder if he was referring to me. I wonder when I was fired from government, because I was nominated a commissioner when I was a local government chairman. The nomination came for me to be elevated from a TC chairman to a commissioner. That was what happened. I was never fired from office. I just wanted to clear that. And all the issues that I raised that he referred to unverifiable, the figures are there to be verified. I've mentioned names. I can call the people who work with me at the desk office of the MDGs, and I can mention the commissioner that work with me at various ministries and parastatals. We are not here to use foul language. We are not here to attack one another. Let's stick to the issues. Now, you said, what is my understanding of the federal constituency? My understanding of the federal constituency is that they have not gotten the adequate representation that they need. And Benjamin Kalu wants to focus on some of the issues ranging from agriculture to providing solutions on the area of agriculture to education, the problems we're having in education and how we can solve it, the commerce and industry of our people. I also want to offer solutions to what is happening there, especially as it concerns healthcare as well. And beyond that, infrastructure development is one of the areas we want to look at. And we're also looking at housing. This is my understanding that we need to do some things about housing. We also need to do something about welfare, social welfare of our people. We have tourism as one of the strengths that we're going to work on. It's one of the things I understand about my, and the empowerment that is needed, the real empowerment that is needed. Empowerment that will teach people how to fish is what I'm going to be looking at. I think the 3 minutes you are giving is a bit too short for us to be able to elaborate on some of the key issues, because this is what people want to hear. They want to hear the issues. They want to hear about the employment that we want to bring. They want to hear the security issues that we want to bring on board. They want to hear that transportation, we can improve on it. They want to hear that we have a legislative agenda. It's not just talking grammar and speaking big English. It's about how are you going to use the office? Since you are not a member of the executive arm of the government, how are you going to use that office to be able to influence all these issues that you have identified that is affecting the life of the people? What are you going to do? What kind of laws are you going to make in education? What are you going to do? How are you going to empower the indigenous entrepreneurs and innovation? How are you going to influence the healthcare, the mental state of the people now? I heard that 60 million people are sick. 60 million people in Nigeria have mental problems. How are we going to do that? How are we going to look at corruption? How are we going to look at commerce? How are we going to look at the voting rights of our people? The diaspora voting, the prison reforms. So I think we're so constrained by time, and maybe next time you invite us for the second debate where we'll have more time to discuss on all these issues. Thank you very much.
Ndebende, I'm presenting myself fresh, new, brand new, genuine, no baggages, no godfather. I didn't serve anybody for 16 years. Ben Kadu came to Igbere. He told my own people that he has served us for 16 years, so they should abandon me, their son, and support him. My dear people of Bende, you people should be the judge. For the 16 years that you served us, you benefited from the service. And your godfather, I'm sure, he has always paid you and given you your percentage based on your agreement with him. So the remaining 4 years of your service to him, you have to go and look for how to.
Permit me to come in here. Let's just stay on the issues, not no personal attack.
So this is not a personal attack. I'm stating the fact and the obvious.
It's very personal.
So this
I hope
is.
you allow me to go personal.
This is not what I said. I'm happily married with my wife and 3 kids. Okay. Unfortunately, I tried the first time and it didn't work, and the second time I got it right, and I'm very happy that I'm happily married. I have no issues with my family. I have no issues with my parents-in-law. I have no issues with my wife. We're happily married. This Christmas, I spent the whole Christmas with my family. My kids were here. My wife organized the best birthday Christmas party for Ndebende. And the whole Bende people came and they enjoyed, they got gifts, the children were happy. I never saw my opponent's wife. I never saw his kids. I've never seen them before. I've never met them before. So talking about that issue, I think I am very well established in that area.
Party. And now it is your turn, Benjamin Kalu of the All Progressive.
You can screw yourself.
I wonder where the debater is running to, because he doesn't want to sit and hear the truth. He has left the studio